everyone, welcome to another Power Talk with Archana. How do you feel in your body? How do you feel in your mindset? How do you feel about the next phase of living? What are you dreaming about for yourself over the next 20, 30 years? My guest, Ericka Bell, is based in Kansas, United States. She's a part of my professional network and is going to help us rediscover our zest in life in just about a few minutes each day with supportive movement and intentional breathwork. She's also coming up with an online platform to help us understand what is Zest for Life all about. Welcome on board, Ericka. Hello,
Thank
Ericka.
you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Pleasure is all ours, Ericka. Thank you so much for coming on board. So, Ericka, I heard you are going to help us understand what is Zest for Life. You're also going to teach us a lot of stretches that one can do while we are sitting in our office on our office chairs, working the whole day long at our laptops. So, let's start with the Zest thing that you're talking about. What is Zest for Life?
Okay, so I think Zest for Life is very individual, right? So I think we have to tune into ourselves and really begin to understand what resonates with us, what makes us happy, what brings us joy, what makes us feel connected to what we're doing, our real purpose.
Yeah, great. I think that is quite individual. It's just about what makes us happy and feel, calmer inside. And that is what, gives us a feeling of happiness and feeling that freedom of being in that mindful space. I think that is what Zest is all about.
Yeah.
Staying zestful is all about. Great. Okay. So, you were also talking about passion. What is that passion and the equation you were talking about? What is that all about?
So for me, passion really is, I'm going to borrow from Oprah, it's really about being in the flow of life, right? And so it doesn't mean that we're not without struggle. It doesn't mean that we're not without challenge. But when we're doing the things that really resonate with us, that get us excited to wake up in the morning, then we know that we're like moving in passion because we can overcome obstacles and we're willing to do the work because the reward is like greater on the other side.
Yeah, I think quite right. I mean, if there's something that we give our heart and soul to, I think
Mhm.
that is something that adds the entire excitement to the, whole thing. And that is what gets us going. And we want to keep doing it and do it happily. Yeah,
Exactly.
very right. Great. So, Erica, you were telling there are few stretches. There are a lot of things that one can do using props like a chair. What are those things and how can one bring in zest into our lives with those kind of stretches that you're talking about, with the
Yes.
kind of control in our breathing patterns? What is that?
Well, you just nailed it right there. It's really about our breathing pattern, right? So when we're at work, it's so easy to get consumed with our task, right? Because we have deadlines, we have responsibilities, we have team members, we have bosses, and we kind of forget about how we feel. So I think it's really important just to take a moment to just tune back into self so you have that awareness. So one thing you can do, I'm just gonna do it right here, is you can just literally remove your hands from whatever device you're using, plant your feet on the floor and just literally sit up tall. And then you can bring your hand right here to your chest and just take a nice deep breath in. If you want to, you can close your eyes down and just kind of feel the rhythm of your own breath and slow down just for clarity. And it only takes a moment to make that happen. And there really is a big shift when we take time to do it consistently.
Yeah, I think that is very important. It's like about, one taking one step each time. If we tell people that, you at least spend 20 minutes of your day's time doing this, I think, many of us will kind of, step back. Maybe we don't want to do it. We wouldn't be inclined to do it. But,
Yeah,
if it's
there's
only about,
there's like
yeah.
a
So
guilt gets associated with it, right? We're guilty. I don't have 20 minutes. Well, great. You can only take 1 minute and just fold it into every hour. And then all of a sudden you've got 8, 10 minutes of productive time for self. And it didn't really take you away from your workday. So it works out really well.
yes, absolutely. So it's just about giving that 1 minute to yourself. And once you start giving that 1 minute to yourself, it turns into days, weeks, and months. And you actually start realizing how good it is for you, what benefits it has for you, and how it has helped you evolve. And then obviously you will be tempted to spend more time. I think that's a wonderful way of actually, getting yourself to do something that helps your body, mind, and soul. Lovely. So, Ericka, would you like to show us some stretches that we can use?
I
You
would.
can.
I have actually a couple of props that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to stay here with this prop. So typically we bring like a sports jacket, or in this case, like a cardigan, right? I got a cardigan here. And so when we're sitting in a chair a lot, our low back can get really fatigued. And then that fatigue
So,
turns into pain and aches and so on. So what we can do is actually fold up our cardigan and make it kind of nice here. And then you're just going to roll it. And essentially you're going to make a small pillow for your low back. So all of a sudden, I have this small little pillow, and I can place it here at the small of my back. And then when I lean back into the chair, I have support, which is going to release that tension. So this is always with you. And then I'll slide back a little bit with a traditional yoga prop, and I'll let you guys see what I'm doing back here. So I'm going to slide my chair back. Make sure you can still feel your knee. And when you have a yoga block, the thing I like about a yoga block is it creates connection. And when we have connection, we have better awareness. We know what's going on inside of us. So with this block, you can do a simple thing of a twist. So I got my hands nice and wide on each side of the block, and I'm just going to extend the block out in front of me so I can release my shoulders down. And I'm pressing equally into the block, right? And when I take a nice inhale, I'm going to lengthen my spine. And as I exhale, I'm just going to twist over a little bit to the right side. I'm going to come right back to the center with an exhale. And I'm going to twist over to the other side. So this right here is just getting
wow.
some mobility in the spine, creating some strength in that low back, creating some strength in the core. That's really going to support us as we sit throughout the day. And then my last favorite one's really easy, and you can even do this when you're on a call. You can bring your hands here to your thighs and literally make little circles like this, like you're stirring up some pudding or something that makes you
Wow.
happy, right?
Yeah.
You can do it one
Yeah.
way and then the other way. And what it does is actually massage your sacrum, where all of
Yeah.
our nerve fibers get into, and it literally calms you down. So you can just make it really,
Wow.
really small, really, really small, and just start tuning into what you need. So if you need energy, do something dynamic. If you need to calm down, do something more subtle and connect the breath.
Yeah.
So yeah, very powerful and very accessible no matter where you're at.
Yeah, that's so easy. I think that was really easy. And something that you could do, within your office space or your table workspace. I think that is wonderful. Nice stretches out there, and very easy exercises. And if we start making this a part of our routine, then I'm sure we are going to definitely benefit out of it. Lovely. I think it's all about giving that taking that special care of oneself, and it solves the purpose. Once you know that these things are going to help you, it's just like meditation. Actually, you are working on your breath. You're trying to get into sudarshan kriya. You're trying to get into yoga. You're trying to get different kind of stretches. I think using your chair as a prop, I think it's something fantastic, something really great. What else would you like to add, Erica?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just so happy to be here and get the message out. So I really think that when people hear the word yoga, they automatically think you have to be very flexible, you have to be youthful, you have to be thin, and you really have to be able to put your foot behind your head to make it happen, right? And so my message is that yoga is really about connecting mind and body. So it means slowing down, have awareness, and start doing the things that are going to better support your wellness. And it can be simple and it can be short. It can be brief and simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just kind of meet yourself where you're at, do the best you can, and then build upon that. So it's just about awareness, having that awareness to take better care of self.
Absolutely great. Thank you so much, Erica. Thanks a lot for coming on board, speaking to our viewers, demonstrating them how easy it can be to look after yourself and take care of your back, your right posture, because all said and done with these things really matter a lot. And they affect us mentally, they affect the quality of our life. And if we can spend those few minutes on ourselves, it can really work wonders. And we look forward to your newer videos, and we wish you all the luck for your online platform, and stay connected with us.
I definitely will. Thank you so much. Have a great one.
Pleasure is mine. You too. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.
That was my friend Ericka Bell for you. She's absolutely right in saying whatever form of meditation you might get into, you want to work on your breathing patterns, yoga, stretching, or just anything, Sudarshan Kriya, there's so many forms of it. but it's important for all of us to involve in at least a 5 minute stretching exercise that helps us get going. It's just about 5 minutes daily, and it's just about days and weeks, months. Once you start feeling the benefit, you will be more inclined to take it from 5 to 10 minutes or even more. I wish you all the best, a life full of happiness, contentment, and zest. Stay happy, stay focused, and stay tuned for more.